The Bible is an idol. Now, I've been telling you spiritual things that no one else on earth knows, just us sons of God. Few Holy Ghost people left. I'm going to tell you today something that you've never heard, never realized, and you'll learn about the kingdom of Satan. If you don't understand the kingdom of Satan, you won't be able to fight right. All right, now most people, they start in the Garden of Eden when Satan came and talked to Eve. Now, do you think Satan got to come in the garden with them children without God knowing it? If you do, I got a bridge, I want to say. God let them be tempted, and he knew what they'd do. He knew everything was going to happen. See, God didn't want people like Satan, a few people leaving him at a time. He let us all leave him, and then we come back to him. See, if we're all separate from him, what if he'd let Adam and Eve had a bunch of babies and say Cain left him, but Abel stayed with him? Well, you see, he'd had a conglomeration of a mess. So he left us all leave, and he subjected us all in hope. All of us in hope. Now, when the sons of God came together, now follow me when I tell you this, and you'll learn about Satan. He's just a big angel. And when the sons of God came together, Satan come amongst them. So what does that mean? Satan's a son of God. He's an angel. Just like Gabriel or Artruchus or Michael or any of them. And so he said, where'd you come from, Satan? He said, I'm walking to and fro throughout the earth. See, Satan wanted to leave his first estate. He wanted more. He wanted to be like the Most High God and rule. He's going to rule the earth. And so he said, you checked in on my servant Job. Well, you see, now watch this. This is always the key to it. How did God gave him permission? Now that's the key. God gave Satan permission to attack Job. Now why would he do that? Because he lets him test all of us. Why was Jesus pressed in the wilderness and tempted by Satan? God lets him. It's an agreement God's got with the devil. See, people don't know that. God works with the devil. Got that? If you don't understand that, you won't understand life at all. Not at all. God works with the devil. He told him, said, go down and try Job and just don't kill him. Okay. What did Satan say? He said, take what he's got and he'll curse you. That's the way Satan works. What did he offer Jesus when he was tempting Jesus? Offered him the whole world. When he took all Job's cattle and everything and he lost everything, he said, well, he's still staying with you, but touch his life and he'll curse you. So you see, most people, they'll not give up their life for God. So Satan touched his life. Now that's your key to how Satan works. And then the biggest key is God works with him. I know many of y'all say, you're going crazy this time, Harlan. God works with Satan. Now what's this? When Jesus was tempted, Satan offered him the whole world. That's the way he does. That's the way it works. Now, think about this. This is so simple. There's a couple of things I want to show you. When Jesus went to the Isle of the Gadarenes, and there was about 800 demons in legion, and he said, what's your name? See, Jesus wasn't the one handling legion. You know who was handling legion? It was God in Jesus. God had an agreement with the devil. And he said, have you come to destroy me before my time? God, you give me so much time. You're going back on your word. You're going to cast me out into the deep. I don't understand all about the deep, but there's a place out there them devils don't want to go. They don't have nothing that they can control out there, like a bottomless pit. So don't cast me into the deep. Said, let me go in them holes. Made a deal with God right there. The devil making a deal with the Father. Why didn't he just put them on in the deep and get rid of them? No, because he needs them 800 demons out there attacking me, attacking you, attacking everybody. Why? Because he can see who you love, see who you want. Do you want Satan? Do you want he said, Peter, do you love me more than these? Do you love me more than you love the world? That's why Abraham had to offer his son as a sacrifice. That's why Jephthah had to offer his daughter. Now think about this very, very seriously. Right here's a serious thing you need to consider. Satan is a powerful angel, and you've got all these angels, and they're over all these big cities. I've seen them, and I've talked to some of them. And Apostle Paul got exalted because of all the abundance of the revelations that he had. Now what happened to him? A messenger of Satan came to him, a messenger of Satan, a thorn in his flesh, because he's getting exalted. Now why would Satan say, I'm going to send a messenger to buffet Paul? I don't even like Paul. He's taking my people. But Jesus was working with Satan. No, people say, you're crazy. Satan could have never got in Paul if Jesus hadn't have told him. So when Paul prayed to Jesus and he said, Lord, he besought the Lord 3 times. He said, why is this thorn in me? And he said, my grace is sufficient for you. He didn't want him to be exalted. So he gave him a messenger from Satan. And so Satan and Jesus works together because he wants to see where your heart is. Do you want the flesh or do you want the spirit? What did Jesus tell Peter? He said, Peter, Satan has desired to have you, to shift you like wheat. He's going to give you all the fishing business you want. But say, I prayed for you. Peter had a good heart. So he goes about as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. Now, if you've got a heart that loves the world, you're a goner. I mean, you're just a flat goner. If you want a Bible and a church and a whole bunch of people that loves you, you're gold. I mean, you ain't no hope for you. You don't even understand Satan. You don't even know this big angel, you see. This big angel and a bunch of them that left with him, they wanted more than what God gave them in heaven. He said, I'll just put them down there. And in the meantime, I'll try all the people that's down there in the flesh. I'll subject them all in hope, you see. And so he just put them all down here. And this is a trying ground down here. If you come through this place down here and you come out of it like Job, think about this. How many people come over the flood? 8 people. How many people come out of Sodom and Gomorrah? 3 people. How many people came out of the desert? 2 people, Caleb and Joshua. And see, there's not many people that make it. There's just a handful. None of the children that left Israel made it into the land of promise. So there's only a few. God's getting a few out of every generation that loves him. And he lets them be tempted. He lets them be tried because he wants to see if you love the flesh or love the spirit. I always loved the spirit since I was a little boy. I give up the world in a minute. I don't even like my own carry money. I don't even spend no money anymore. You like money? Now think about this. When Ananias and Sapphira went in before Peter, and he said, Ananias, he said, why has Satan filled your heart to lie to the Holy Ghost? Now, take a guess. Take a guess. What did Ananias and Sapphira want? That's right. A little money there. They're going to hold back part of the money. See, money is the root of all evil. They love money. They love the world. Money will buy anything. And you can take the best of them. I don't care if it's Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts started out honest. You gave him a few $1 million and he was gone gobbling. I worked with him. I know he was of the spirit of the devil. I watched him. And so people are of the spirit of the devil. They don't even know how the devil works. They don't even know that God works with the devil. The devil could have never tried Job if God hadn't have said so. Them Gadarenes could have never got out of there if God hadn't had a covenant with them. They got more time. He gave them enough time. They got enough time. And then when God decides to destroy us, that he tried to see if we was fit for his kingdom, he going to destroy Satan too. So you want Satan? You get to be with him. Now understand him, you see. He's working to try to get you in the flesh. You see one person that said tears up a Bible, Satan will be there and he'll throw them out of the bed, he'll scare them to death, and pretty soon they'll give up this message and go back for their business. If they're losing their business, if they're losing their family, if they're losing their church and everything, they'll give up the truth and go back with the natural thing. God is watching you to see if you love the flesh. Why did he hate Esau? Because Esau took the pot of pottage. Jacob wanted the birthright. That's why he loved Jacob. Jacob wanted God. When people wants God, see, Mary Magdalene loved Jesus so much, she was out there before he ever ascended to God. Some of us love God so much, we give up the world. But the ones that won't give it up, God marks them and he puts them in the list with Satan. They come out of the Lamb's book of life and goes into Satan's book of life. Because you'll be with him forever. You want this world? You want the flesh? You want to live back to this body of death? Satan used to come tell me, I'm going to kill you. I said, I'm going to die anyway. What if I live another 20, 30 years? I might as well just die today. I don't like living on your world anyway. You rule this world. Ain't no place for us Holy Ghost people now. You done took over everything. So understand who you're fighting against. He's just like Gabriel or Michael or something. Just an angel. And all he's doing is scaring you back into the flesh. Now if he kills you, I know he's got big... See now, when they voted, Satan loves a democracy. When they voted, who did they choose? Barabbas or Jesus? They chose Barabbas. And there's going to be an election pretty soon. All these people you want in there is the ones that will give you the most money in your area. That's the way it is. You vote for Jesus. Vote for Jesus. Always vote for Jesus. Don't vote for the devil. All they want is the flesh. This whole world is after the flesh. Look at it. It's been in the last 200 years after the Industrial Revolution. Satan has just grown and grown and grown. He run all the Holy Ghost people into the wilderness. He hung the Quakers when they come over here. He don't want nobody that lets the Holy Ghost live. God made me a special case so I could come and tell you how these kingdoms work and how Satan works and how these things work so you can fight a good fight. Just don't let him get you in the flesh and you'll have a go at it. Give God all the praise because Jesus come and showed us the way. He didn't bend no knee to Satan. He died on that cross and he loved God and he brought us back to the Spirit and he said it's finished. As far as I'm concerned, it's finished. I don't want the flesh.
Well, I was bound to Satan, full of lust and hate. Jesus came and filled my heart with love. I came from the bottom, peace and love I got 'em. Spirit came up on me like a dove. I'm moving on up with my Jesus. I had learned to walk till I could fly. I'm moving on up with my Jesus till I reach my home in the sky. Now if you're in the darkness, the devil he's your fortress. Lift up to Jesus Christ the good. He'll put you on the mountain. There's a living fountain. The only way to go from there is up. I'm moving on up with my Jesus.